Hello, good viewers, you are highly welcome. In today's tutorial, we want to solve for the value of x. Okay, and the question states that 729 to power x minus 9 to power x equals 2 root 3. So now what are we going to do? I will rewrite this equation. We have 729 as when 9 multiply itself 3 times, we're going to have 729. Okay, then to the power of x minus 9 to the power of x equals 2 root 3. From the law of indices that say if a to the power of b, you have a to the power of c can be written as a to the power of c, then b, you take b outside. So I'm going to use it here by having 9 inside. Okay, then putting x and 3 outside, we have 9x equals 2 root 3. Are you following? So now from there, the next thing we're going to do now is I have 9 to the power x here, I have 9 to the power x here, so I'm going to replace, let's say, y to be 9 to the power of x. If y is 9 to the power of x, so it means that here, anyway, I see 9 to the power x, I replace by y. I'm going to have y to the power 3, then minus y, then equals 2 root 3. Are you following? So now from there, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to factorize, because if you look at this place, we have y, okay, multiplied by y to the power of 2. That will give us y to the power of 3 back, minus y, then equals 2 root 3. So now from here you can see I have y here, I have y here. I can factorize y outside by having y into bracket y squared minus what? 1, then equals 2 root x. Are you following? So now from here we are going to have this. I can write this as y to the power of 2 minus 1 squared, then equals 2 root 3. So now I have this to be y into bracket y minus 1, that is from the difference of 2 square, y plus 1, then equals. So you can see that this is multiplication between 1 to root 2, right? So now what I'm going to do now is I can have this. I want to factorize this one also. So this can be like 1 multiplied by 2 multiplied by root 3. So because I'm having this in 4 places, or in 3 places, and having this one too in 3 places. So now according to this, you see that y plus 1, okay, is greater than y, and y is greater than y minus 1, as 2 is greater than 1, and as 1 is greater than. So root 3, 2 is greater than root 3, and root 3 is greater than 1, right? So this will implies by comparing, so we can see that y plus 1 equals 2 here, which implies that y is going to be 2 minus 1, then we have what? We have 1. Then also we have here to be y equals root 3, that is y equals root 3. We have another one. Then lastly we have y minus 1 equals what? Equals 1 when we do the comparison here. So which implies that y equals 1 plus 1, that is what? That is 2. So we have y to be 2, and we have y to be root 3, and we have y to be 1 here. But now what I want us to do now here is that if you go back to this equation here, then you see that we have the solutions, we have the possible solutions to be 1, root 3, and 2. Now if you put this value back into the equation, the only one that satisfies the equation is this y equals root 3, right? And that is the one we are going to pick. Okay, so now since y equals to root 3, you can also do that so that you know what we are doing, what I'm saying here. So therefore, since we have this, we're going to have that y to be what? Y to be root 3. So now if y is root 3, so remember that we've already stated that y to be 9 to the power x. So recall that 9 to the power x equals what? Equals y, right? And we know that when y equals root 3 here, so what will happen? We're going to have root 3 equals 9 to the power of x, right? Then here, these roots can be written as 3 to the power of 1 over 2 equals, I can write this as 3 to the power 2, then x. So now from there, I have what? I have 3 to the power of 1 over 2 equals 3 to the power of 2x. So for the fact that the bases are the same, we have what? We have 2x to be equals 1 over 2. So if you multiply both sides by 2, you can see we're going to have 4x here equals this. We cancel this. We're going to have what? We're going to have 1. So now at the end of the day, this implies that x equals 1 over what? Over 4, right? So now we have the solution to be 1 over 4, and that's the value of x, right? So now if you find this class very interesting, so do not hesitate to share this class to your colleagues so they can benefit from it. And don't forget to hit on the bell icon so that you'll be notified anytime you upload a new content. Thank you. Bye.